welcome back to the Headbangers Ball. It's a real live one dedicated to Iron Maiden, and as you can see, Nico has joined me and Steve is with us again. And we just saw actually Paul Di'Anno in his new band Killers. Yep. Well, I was going to ask you that actually. I've got a few more viewers' questions actually, and with regards to that, Dawn Firth from Sheffield wants to know: are you still on good terms with the past members of the band?
Yeah, I think so. When we see them, we don't get very much chance of seeing them. We saw Paul at Donington, and it was a guitar player who came down before Davy's time. What's that geezer's name?
There's been loads of them.
There's a couple of them actually. Yeah, well, all them geezers, they came down to the gig. It was nice to see him. Paul was looking pretty good, wasn't he? You know, and less up here. I've still got mine. Look, oh, you've been eating right out, Paul.
Yeah, but you're older than him.
Oh no, and I've still got my hair.
Oh well.
Hey. And yeah, it was nice. I haven't seen Clive very much, have we?
I haven't seen him in a couple of years. He did come to a party at my place about 3 years ago, but I ain't seen him since.
What party was that then? Didn't invite me.
Well, you was away, weren't you?
Oh, okay. That's all right then.
So there you go, Dawn. They are on good terms with all the past members of the band, even if they don't get to see them too often. Richard Newell from Swindon would like to know, a historical question, I guess. Why did Dennis Stratton leave the band?
Harry?
Pass the buck, eh?
Well,
I suppose you weren't.
All right, Richard, good question, mate. None of us can answer it, but good question anyway.
I suppose music differences, really, wasn't it?
His legs went.
Oh, you weren't there, was you?
No.
Yeah, he was more into the Eagles and stuff like that, more sort of lightweight stuff, commercial stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So the time-honoured musical differences was the case there.
Yeah, mate. Actually, I did some demo sessions with Lion. It was Lion Art, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Lion Art.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Oh, right. And yeah, I did some sessions with him, and it was definitely not real. It wasn't power rock. It was more melody and all that sort of stuff. It's good stuff, mate.
I think it shows because I mean, after he left us, he went off and played in quite a few different bands, and it was all commercial stuff. So I think he was doing more what he wanted to do, you know.
Fair play. Fair play.
Who's next?
Right. No.
No, not now. I mean, who are we going to talk about?
Actually, yeah, you can give us your guide to the new singer in Iron Maiden, the criteria. Yes.
Oh, most definitely. Well, this is it. The first one is that he's got to be able to play soccer. Midfield preferably, but we do need a goalkeeper. He's trying to get me out of retirement. I know, but he's trying to get me out of retirement. But
West Ham supporter?
No, most definitely not. Hotspurs maybe, but
You're fired.
the new drummers. There's a new drummers store being.
Quite all these years, and you have to go and do it in front of all these people.
Oh, I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
Well, you're fired.
Hey? Oh, God, all right. Now,
So that's the first one, football player, right?
No, wait a
Criteria
second.
for the new drummer is
Right, no. He's got to be able to down a pint. Well, it was guitarists were 5 seconds, singers are 4 seconds, and being able to sing might help. But you know, those two are the first and second. I was.
Well, I meet the first two criteria.
Do you? Handsome. Well, we were talking about thinking of recruiting a female singer.
Not.
We've all liked to play with female singers,
just
of course.
for the auditions, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just
So you got the job, Vanessa.
There you go, exclusive news. No, being serious, we've got a question from a Swedish viewer, Henrik Bringas, and he would like me to ask this to Steve. He wants to know, can you actually read music, and do you write your songs down in notes? If not, how do you write them down?
No, I can't read music. Never been able to read music. I did music at school for a couple of years, but I thought it was really boring at that time, and I didn't learn anything really. So no, you don't need to. You can play by ear, and you only really need to read music if you're going to be a session musician. And I don't intend to be that.
No, most definitely not.
So how do you actually write them down? Does somebody else transcribe the songs or whatever?
I'll just stick them down on tape and then work all the bits out and make sure they all work, you know, sort of lay it up over the top of each other in it, and then I'll just show them the rest of the band, and, you know.
There's some geezer down at Chapel Music gets a little machine out and he writes it out.
So there you go, Henrik. There's your answer. Very quickly, Sean Kelly, who describes himself as a disappointed Welshman,
Oh dear.
would like to know, why aren't you playing any shows in Wales on the tour?
Oh, I see. That's sort of disappointing because we're not playing. Oh, that's nice. I don't know. Why aren't we going down there?
I don't know, we should be, shouldn't we? It's out of order, I agree. Totally out of order, and next tour we'll make up for it.
Yeah, we will.
With a new geezer.
With a new geezer.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, we'll have a word with John Jackson, sort him out for not putting us a gig in down here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a word with him for you.
Back on that one.
Yeah.
It's the agent's fault. John
It is, yeah.
All right. Great. Well, we're going to leave the beach now, and next time you see us, we're going to be up at a very famous place in Portugal, and that's Eddie's Bar, and it's actually... Oh, God. And Well, yes, go on. While all this going on, we'll see some classic Iron Maiden on video. Right now we've come up from the beach to a small village in the Algarve called Santa Barbara, and Steve and Yannick are here, and we've come to a very famous place called Eddie's Bar, and you may realise it's got rather a lot to do with Iron Maiden's very famous mascot Eddie. So Steve, how did you come up with the idea for Eddie's Bar? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, it's been open for about 3 years now, and I've been living down here for a while, and just decided to get a bar in, called it Eddie's, you know, have Maiden memorabilia in here and everything. And it's not just Maiden stuff, there's loads of other rock bands, you know, like photos here, you know. I know quite a few photographers, and I've blagged quite a few photos off them over the years and stuck them all in here. And it's good for any rock fans to come in here and watch a few rock videos and listen to good music, and you know, just have a look around at the memorabilia and everything. And you know, it's a good atmosphere in here and everything. And it's a bit of an oasis down here, really, because there's not too many other rock places down here.
Can Eddie be seen occasionally here?
Yeah, he hangs around here. That's the odd drink, I think.
4 or 5?
But he doesn't pay. He doesn't pay for the drinks.
Well, he shouldn't have to really, should he? But anyway, do fans from around Europe manage to find their way here? Because it is a bit out in the country, isn't it?
It's a bit of an out-of-the-way place, but it's only really about 15-20 minutes from the airport, from Faro Airport. So yeah, I mean, it's not an easiest place in the world to find. It's not really a touristy sort of place. Quite a small village here, but yeah, there's been a lot of Brits here, and Scandinavians and Dutch and Germans, and even a few Japanese. And yeah, it's great. I mean, everyone that seems to come here, you know, seems to enjoy themselves when they're here. So, you know.
Well, I certainly have. I was here last night. It was great. And Metallica have been here, haven't they, as well? So that's pretty cool. I was actually going to ask some questions now from viewers concerning Eddie, and Frank Gertz from Belgium would like to ask you, where did Eddie come from and why is he called Eddie?
Well, originally Eddie came from just an ugly face, one of the road crew. We still can't figure out which one it was. No one had owned up to it. And we used to have an old, like a kabuki mask in the old days in the pubs and that. And used to have blood come out the mouth and everything, and it was just a mould of someone's face, pretty ugly. Yeah, and we used to call it Eddie the Head, and it just went from there. And we had the first album artwork done, and just sort of expanded from that, and became Eddie. And of course, you know, he's ultra famous now, isn't he?
He is. And there's so many different kind of incarnations of him over the years as well. Have you got a particularly favourite Eddie?
I think my favourite one is probably, well, there's 2 of them really. I like the Trooper one a lot. And also I like the cover for Ace's Eye. That's a really good one. But I mean, most of them are really good, you know.
Okay. Well, we've got another question about Eddie, and Stephen Stewart from County Antrim in Ireland noticed that Eddie didn't put in an appearance on the singles To Wasted Love and From Here to Eternity. And he wants to know, do you still feel that Eddie is as relevant as he used to be, or are you just occasionally taking a break from him?
Yeah, well, those ones in particular, we had some good shots done at the video shoot and everything for me at Eternity, all right, and same thing with the video shoot on Wasted Love. Just thought we'd have something a little bit different. And in the past, we have had other covers with us actually on it, although we prefer not to be on them, to be honest.
He was on holiday for those, wasn't he?
Yeah,
just went on holiday.
He's probably down here.
Yeah, he comes here for his holiday, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every now and again.
Brilliant. Well, we just saw the Almighty video a little bit earlier, and I just wanted to quickly ask you, they're obviously going to be on tour with you. Was it important to you to have a British band with you on tour, or is it just that you like them?
Yeah, it's very important to have a British band. I mean, no one's shouting for British bands at the moment. And but with the Almighty and Gun, Wolfsbane and Thunder and people like that, you know, they're all good bands. They all need a shot, and they've all supported us at one time or another. And you know, it's just a way of, you know, helping them get on, you know. And also they play football, so that's why they got the tour as well.
Okay then, well, right now on your screen you can see the address for Eddie's Bar in Portugal, because if you ever come down here, it's well worth finding your way out to the bar. And as Steve and Yannick said, there's lots of memorabilia here, lots of great photographs of all eras of Iron Maiden and other bands. And there's also some stage props, and you can see the mummies that featured on the Power Slave tour. So do come down to Eddie's Bar if you're in Portugal at all. We're going to take another short break now, but stay tuned. We'll be back with Yannick and Steve and more viewers' questions as the Headbangers Ball from Portugal with Iron Maiden continue.